Hello everyone. Today we are going to start a new topic that is nature and significance of management. But before we start with its nature and significance, I would like to discuss what management is all about. That what management is actually. Now, if someone asks, what is management? Probably the answer that we give will be anything that is being managed is management. But do we understand the basic concept between these lines? That anything which is being managed is management. If someone is saying that, what is to be managed? Why it is to be managed? How it is to be managed? If we develop this type of critical thinking, then only we will be able to understand the subject in detail, and then only the subject will give us some fruitful results when we apply the management policies in our personal as well as professional life. Now, various managers have given different definitions according to them for management, but the management's best definition lies in its spelling itself, which says when a single man is managing a group of men or a team through proper training, it is known as management. Now, let's define management in a very simple way. Management can be defined as the process by which the purpose and objectives of an organization are achieved in an effective and efficient manner. And for achieving our objectives, we require a group of people working together for a common objective or goal. And this group is known as team. So we can say that when a single person is directing a team to achieve certain set objectives or for working for a particular purpose and is following a particular process, then it is known as management. Now from this definition, there are few keywords or key takeaways about management that we need to understand. First thing is, it is a process. That is, it follows a set pattern of steps which are predetermined. Now, when we are saying that management is a process, we need to understand that the process which every manager is following or the process which every organization is following have been made with rigorous understanding of the subject, and the development is basically being done with the experience of the managers, that is the past experience of the managers. That's why when a process has been set or when a particular steps are to be followed, then usually no organization tries to change them because it will affect their overall output. Second key point in that definition was effectiveness and efficiency. Effectiveness. Effectiveness refers to completing the job on time, irrespective of the cost incurred. Here we are not looking at the cost that we are incurring. We are just looking at the time in which we have to deliver our product. And efficiency refers to doing the job in a cost effective manner. Efficiency means that a manager is delivering its product or delivering the output in a particular time as well as in a very cost effective manner. Therefore, effectiveness and efficiency both are very much required in a good manager. And the last thing that we have learned from the definition is it is a group activity or teamwork. When we ask what is a team and what is the need of the team, team is basically a set or is basically a group which will help to achieve the set objectives or the mission or vision that an organization has set for itself. And the full form of team also defines the same thing, that is, together everyone achieves more. So we can conclude that a good manager is effective, efficient, and a team player. Now, what is the difference between effectiveness and efficiency? Let's discuss that in detail. We can differentiate efficiency and effectiveness on the basis of three main points, that is, its meaning, its objective, and main consideration. Coming to its meaning, effectiveness means completing work on time, whereas efficiency means completing work in a cost effective manner. Objective, to achieve the result on time is for effectiveness, but to conduct cost benefit analysis is the objective of efficiency. And main consideration behind the thought process of an effective manager or an efficient manager is, if a manager is effective, he is mainly considering time as the main factor, whereas if a manager is efficient, he is going for cost. Now, suppose if a manager is effective but not efficient, then profit margins will be less as no cost effectiveness is used. But similarly, if he is efficient but not effective, then also we may lose clients due to late deliveries of our product. Therefore, both effectiveness and efficiency is required for being a good manager. Now, let's come to various features of management. There are 7 basic features of management, which are: it is a goal oriented process. Now, when we say that it is a goal oriented process, it means we have set a particular goal for our organization and we are working in that direction to achieve those particular goals with our team. Second feature, that is all pervasive. It is all pervasive. Now, what does this mean? It means that management is an integral part of all the organization, irrespective of in which sector we are studying management or in which sector we are applying our various management tools. For example, we can use our management tools in school as well as college. Now, school and college are from education sector. Okay, then if we consider hospital industry or hotel industry, there also management plays an integral part or integral role. Third point is it is multidimensional. Management is multidimensional because it is looking after work as it is defining the job profiles, it is looking after the people. Managing the people means recruitments and all that kind of stuff, and management of operations. Operations is day to day delivers delivery that we need to do. Now, fourth point is it is a continuous process. When we say that management is a continuous process, it means that a manager have to analyze each and every time what is going through the organization, and accordingly it changes the action plan to achieve the goal that we have set in the beginning. Fifth point is it is a group activity. Without a group, a manager alone can't achieve any goal. So, till the group or the team is not working in a sync manner, then we will not be able to achieve any of our objectives. It is a dynamic function. Dynamic means we have to change according to time, we have to evolve. That's why management is a dynamic function, because when we are considering the market, every day there will be new challenges that we will be facing. And when new challenges are being faced, we have to adapt accordingly. Seventh point or the seventh feature is it is an intangible force. Now, what do you mean by intangible force? Intangible force means that management is something that which we can only feel, we cannot see. That's why it is an intangible force. Rest we will discuss in the next lecture.